Welcome to KHUR Radio, home of the Fleet DJs and where the real recognize real. Thank you for joining me. I'm Heavy Hustles, and that guy right there, he's Dino for real. Thank you for joining us tonight. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's happening with you, man? What's good with you today?
Oh, man, not much, man. Another great day in the state of Texas.
Yes, sir. What you think the Mavs gonna do, man? You think they're gonna pull it out or no? What you think they done?
I think they done, man. Steph and them was just waiting to get back home so they can celebrate and go out and party and stuff.
You know, I'm not from Texas, and I never really go pull for Texas teams, but I was actually kind of pulling for the Mavs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like old Luka.
Yeah, I do like Luka. He definitely, man, he's a beast. But I kind of, when my Lakers was down after Kobe had left and my Lakers was down, wasn't in a good spot, I kind of was vibing with them Splash Brothers. It reminded me of myself when I was young, boy. Just come off that pick.
Yes, sir. Hey, give your taste buds a tropical vacation with a variety of authentic Guyanese cuisine. Blessed Hands Caribbean Food, located at 105 West Avenue E in Coppers Cove, Texas, will invigorate your senses with pastries, entrees, sides, directly from Guyana, South America. Stop by, Taste the Cold food truck, park, or call ahead with your order at 254-370-1239. We got something live for y'all tonight. Some good information. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. This episode is sponsored by T-Mobile, the Un-carrier, the leader in nationwide 5G. Beck and Master North out of Houston, Texas, where they treat every customer like family. Mysterious Entertainment Music Group, MEMG, the major indie label. And the next MC to blow, ENT, where dreams become a reality.
It's KHUR, The Vault, the cure for urban music.
My station.
Hit it.
All right, tonight's show, it brings me great pleasure. It's one of our Each One, Teach One moments from KHUR Radio. And without further ado, we're going to get right to the business. We got Miss Kyra Dodds here with us tonight. Thank you for joining us.
This is Fleet DJs.
What's good in the hood over there, Miss Lady? What's happening?
Nothing much. I am your girl, Kyra with Credit Klense.
All right, man. What we're going to talk about tonight? Credit Klense. Let's start right there. Credit Klense. It sounds like a diet. So,
hey, I'm as soon as you say that, dog, I'm thinking about reaching for one of the Clorox wipes. You know what I'm saying? Start wiping something down or something.
Yeah. So, in Credit Klense, I want you to break it down to us. You know how you came up with the idea. I can pretty much guess. I mean, I pretty much can already tell the storyline, but I want to hear your story. It's something that we all need, you know, probably no matter what your financial status is right now. But I welcome you. You know, thank you again for joining us tonight. So go ahead and tell us what is Credit Klense?
All right. Well, first, thank y'all for having me. Credit Klense is basically what we came up with is we had an experience where me and my kid's father tried to get our credit repaired. We spent $4,200 and nothing was done. So,
wow.
Yes. So we end up learning. We was like, okay, something got to give. We got to learn how to do this. You know, let's get on it. So we started doing our own, started doing our family and our friends. And before you know it, like, we was like, okay, this is popping. Then we started going to conferences and everything else. And we was like, you know what? Let's do this.
Wow.
I was a nurse. I'm still a nurse. I'm still licensed. But this definitely gave me the freedom. And once I found out the power of credit, I was like, yeah, our community needs this.
Right. Well, let me ask you something. Okay. You said you went to clean your credit up. So that lets us know that, like everybody, you made some mistakes maybe. Was there not any institutions out there that was helping you? You wasn't getting the right information? I mean, what was the trigger to make you start doing it?
Okay. So basically we end up, I was pregnant with our last child. I was hospitalized, so I couldn't work. So everything was put on him. And of course, even though the income was there for when I was, actively being in the nurse field, credit was the issue. So that's what led us down that road. Of course, we end up, I'm not going to even say scam. It just wasn't any communication there. So that led us to trying to like learn the actual laws, you know, when it comes to your credit so that we could get to where we are.
Right. Now, you say you spent $4,200 initially. I'm assuming it's kind of like one of those repair your credit type deals, or was it a reputable company? And what exactly were you supposed to get, or what was advertised that you were supposed to get for that $4,200?
All right. So for $4,200, and yes, this is a reputable company.
We ain't got a name drop if you don't want to. You ain't got to put them on blast.
I ain't gonna name drop, but definitely a reputable company. Okay. But there was no communication whatsoever. So they didn't even give us like a time frame or anything like that. So when 3 months, 4 months passed, and we're like, okay, I'm not seeing any changes. Right. So what's going on here? So that just led us to like, let's actually learn what credit is about. Let's actually learn how to build your credit profile and go from there. Once we did that, like that is something that we was like, you know what? A lot of people are probably going through this. And I started being even more passionate about it. So I was like, let's do something different. So our number one thing is education. I can cleanse your credit all day, but if I'm not educating you how credit works, you're going to be right back in the same boat, most likely.
Right.
That part.
Now, where did, I mean, obviously you don't have to go into full detail, but where did you decide or end up, what resources did you utilize to learn about credit, how it works, how to clean it, how to keep it clean, all of that stuff to start Credit Klense?
So first, I would say that we did do like YouTube University.
That's everybody. Everybody does YouTube University.
And then we was like, you know what? It's some missing things going on in here. You know, everybody telling you all you got to do is this, write this. And and it wasn't like that at all. So then we actually bought the books for the FCRA, so the Fair Credit Reporting Act, learned also with the Fair Debt and Collection Practice Act. Like we actually went to the bureaus and actually learned from them as well as our business coach sits on the board of Experian. So we skipped all that. It's like, nah, if we're going to do this, it's got to be done correctly.
So my last follow-up question to that is, what sort of financial investment did you guys have to make to get the education piece together before you actually started your company?
I want to say in the beginning, maybe it was like $2,000. Okay. Like investing. I'm going to say that we have a business coach and stuff like that, because in order to scale, I say any coach, if you don't have a coach, you shouldn't be a coach, period. So we're still investing into ourselves so that we can scale. You know, we now have employees. When we started out, it was just us.
Right.
Wow. Hey, that's that's a great philosophy. You got to. I get what you're saying when you say if you're going to be a leader or a teacher, you got to have someone teaching you, because the game is constantly changing. Right. And me and Dino talk about it a lot too. You know, mentors and stuff like that, they can't get stagnant themselves. You got a lot of knowledge, but with technology, things are changing right now. So you got to stay up on it. So Credit Klense, what exactly do you do?
All right, so we started off with just credit restoration. Then, of course, being business owners ourselves, we got into business credit. So now we also build business credit. We also do your business structure. We also leverage your personal side, meaning if you want those high limit credit cards, lines of credit, but as well as on the business side. So in there as well.
So, what do you say to the people that they're out there that, oh man, I don't mess with no credit cards. I don't mess with no credit cards. I mean,
they're still walking around with a pocket full of cash.
With a pocket full of cash. It's 2022. And whether we want to admit it or not, cash is going away. So how do you talk to those people that just hell bent on not getting credit?
You're missing out on a lot of benefits. One, this is the thing that we teach our people in the beginning when it comes to like, they really are skeptical about the credit card, horror stories and stuff like that. We tell people simply pay your bills with that credit card. Then take the money that you already had set aside to pay your bill, pay off that credit card. If you have the right type of credit card, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be making money just for doing something that you had to do anyway.
Okay. You got a few little tricks in the bag over there. I'm seeing. Yeah. So is there, when I think, and I'm just thinking in terms of, say, like some of my relatives or people that I know back in Louisiana, right? And when you say credit or something like that, kind of like what Heavy just said, they kind of put it in the same category of like a AA meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like a 12-step program or something like that. So is it anything like that, or is it completely different, or exactly what's that process like, or what the beginning steps of that process?
Like as far as cleansing your credit or just credit period? Okay.
Yeah. So starting to cleanse it.
All right. So through Credit Cleanse, we do both at the same time, meaning like we build as well as we're cleansing, so that you are not with us. Some people like to drag on the process 6 months to a year. No, we want you in and out. So while we're doing what we do on our end as far as cleansing your credit, we want you to build. And one of those steps is getting a credit card. So whether it's a secured card or an unsecured card, you have to have that in order to get great credit. You are missing out on 165 points. Having a credit card is 30% of your overall credit score.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yes. So that's what people fail to realize. We had this myth, growing up, as long as you pay your bills on time, you're going to have great credit.
Right.
Well, that puts that right on now. If you don't have an actual credit card, you're missing 165 points. There's no way to get into the 700s without it. Right.
I've had to. I had some lessons I've learned dealing with credit, and I realized that the power of credit and having credit and the benefits of it, and you leverage that between that and your cash, you can be a powerhouse. What are some of the biggest myths that you get about credit and what people don't understand?
So a lot of people out here have, I'm going to name off some credit cards. They have a Credit One or a First Premier or Open Sky. And that's why they're like, oh, what I'm doing with the credit card, I could be doing just with cash. But you have the wrong type of cards. Those cards, whether you're using them or not, guess what? You get a monthly fee and an annual fee. If you have the right type of credit cards, you're not getting a monthly fee. And you're gaining reward points or cash back rewards. So now your money is making you money. The only time that you should be using a debit card, honestly, is to pay off your credit card.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. One more question, one more question for
Go ahead.
She throwing some gems.
Yeah, she throwing daggers, dog. She throwing daggers right now.
That got me thinking right there, boy. As much as I swipe my little
bruh. But that little USAA card, boy, smoke be coming from that joker.
And look at that. Y'all could be making money from that.
Wow. I'm gonna ask the next question. I've heard of people having a credit card as an emergency fund.
Okay.
What is your take on that? Good or bad?
Yes, I'm gonna say good. Okay, so with me, I'm not big on for people that have saving accounts, because you could always be investing and making way more. So when it comes to like the credit cards, I definitely say utilize that for like a savings or emergency fund, because what you're doing is you get credit limit increases the more they see you using that card. Accept the credit limit increase. It doesn't mean that you got to go swipey swipe just because you got 25,000 on there.
Now, come on, Kyra. All right, let's be 100% honest, okay?
Okay.
You know, us.
Yes.
We get that credit card increase, and they just happen to look one day, and there's an extra $1,500. That credit limit that went up to another $1,500. Somebody finna get a new iPhone, some Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, be real. Is that?
That's where the education comes in. That's where the education. This isn't something that's taught in school. Majority of our homes or in the community, and there's a reason for that. Why would they tell us how to get ahead?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about our community. Why would they tell us how to be at the same playing field as them? They understood that, if I give them a credit card, guess what they finna do? Max it out. Now what they got? Bad credit. What do you need for a lot of things out here? Great credit. So that already X them out.
Right.
But when the education comes in and you actually learn the game, like just paying your bills with it and making money on the side, now that credit limit increase does nothing for you. So now let's say that you did have 25,000 on a card. Let's say that there is a property out there that you can get for 10,000. Why wouldn't you use your credit card for that, right? And then turn that property into an asset, whether you have it a rental or anything. Now you take that money to pay off that credit card. Because remember, you don't have to pay all 10,000 back at once. You're going to have a monthly payment, right? So just pay a little bit more than the minimum. But if it's bringing you in an income, now that's an asset that you have right there.
Right.
Teach, girl. Teach.
Yeah, she throwing them daggers right now, boy.
Teach, man.
Hey,
look, man. Hey, Dino, what we talked about is definitely out the window. We're at 17 right now.
Yeah, because I got one more question for you, because we're gonna have to end up doing a part 2.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Yeah,
we're gonna have to do a part 2.
Touch on the business side, so
right.
That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother thing, and we definitely want to get into that, because we do have a lot of clients and a lot of people who watch the podcast and tune into the station that are business oriented. We have a lot of business sponsors that sponsor us as well. So we definitely want to touch on that business on part 2. But I want to ask you this question. So for individuals out there right now with little to no, let's say little, no, bad credit, whatever, you're saying about getting these credit cards that have the right type of credit card is the way that you put it. How would these individuals even begin to qualify to get one of those types of cards that you're referring to?
Okay, so what you want to do is actually look for a secured card, and a secured card that graduates. A secured card is where you're going to have to put money, to back down. If you want a $200 limit, most likely you got to put $200. The cards, I'm even going to give you the cards. The cards out there that I would suggest is like your Capital One Platinum Secured. If you haven't messed up a relationship with Capital One already, then you have Discover It Secured. You also can go to your credit union or your actual bank that you already have a relationship with and ask them, do they have a secured card? You want a secured card that's going to graduate into unsecured, meaning after they see that you can handle that for like 7 months to a year, they're going to actually make it unsecured, credit you the money that you put to start that card, and then give you a credit limit increase. And those cards like that already have the benefits on the side. So now you can be gaining the points and reward points. Even with bad credit, you can already start. I am going to say there's nothing that's going to do anything for you until you cleanse that credit profile. So if you have collections, if you have late payments, if you have charge off, get those handled. While you're building it, yes, but you have to get that stuff off of there. With the FICO scoring model, as long as the collection is on there, it is a collection. I don't care if you went and paid that bad boy off. It is still a collection, and it's still impacting you in a negative way.
Right. Now, you said FICO. I ain't even gonna get into that because I remember when I first got my military paycheck, and I was like, FICO. I was like, who the hell is FICO? Why is they taking my money? I'm like, hey, I need a refund because I didn't know who it was. But if anybody would like to get a hold of you or get more information about Kredit Klense or even enter your program, how would they go about doing it?
All right, so you can, kreditklense.com. That's credit with a K, cleanse with a K.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a YouTube channel, Kredit Klense. We go live every Monday and Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube because we want to give y'all this. We really feel like our community is behind. So for the free $99, we get on there and educate, and you can ask any questions that you have.
Wow, I love that. The free 99. Boy, that
yeah.
And our people love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for being with us tonight. Thank you very much.
For having me.
All right, if you hold tight, well, we'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
All right.
Man,
well, that is.
Hey, just like we was talking before the show, you were absolutely correct, bro. It's so much information that we could gather from this young lady in regards to credit. There's so many questions that we didn't really even get into, like you said. So we're definitely going to have to do a part 2, maybe even a part 3. With this. Yeah.
Keep it, people's attention span are short nowadays, so we don't want to overwhelm them with a lot of talk and a lot of rambling, you know what I'm saying? But she definitely got a lot to say, and we definitely get 2 more episodes out of this, man, because we didn't even talk about just how credit itself, how to,
right.
People don't even know how credit works, like how the credit scores are formed, and she knows about that.
Right.
She can, you know what I'm saying? So we can talk about that, how, they even get your credit score.
Yeah, that could be a whole episode by itself, man.
Exactly. So
yeah, a
lot of good information, man.
For sure. Well, hey, that's going to do it for us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at KHUR Radio. Don't forget to visit our website at www.khurradio.com. And until next time, man, we'll holla.
The Fleet DJ. KHUR, The Vault. The cure for urban music.
My station.
Hit it.